you know it's time to work out. So, let's go.
What's happening today? The lights are down. I'm gonna try something to see if this makes a bigger difference because the lights in here are kind of weird. So we had a really good back day, as I was talking about in the gym. I was out of breath, so I couldn't keep filming, but really good back day. I don't have my hat on. Maybe I can clip it to my glasses or something because it's really hard to hold. Okay, yeah, that would work if that works. Just trying a new lighting thing. I don't know if it's going to actually work very well, but did some back. Pretty happy with it. Not a bad day at all. I felt really good. I carved up super heavy yesterday. It was one of them days to where I just gave it everything I had on the eating side. And well, I tell you what, it worked. But yeah, this back is working out. I've been giving it plenty of rest. One thing that's been on my mind today is balance. Staying balanced is, I'm learning, is the key to being successful and getting results in the gym. There's not much else to it. You have to stay balanced with your rest, obviously with your nutrition. Of course, I think in between all of it, the funnest part's the working out, but anybody can go work out, but can you stop and rest? Can you stop and just kind of sit down and relax, eat some food, chill out, let your body recover from the nervous system shock that you gave it from the workout? That is actually harder than anything that I've noticed in my routine over the last 7 months. And it's just stopping, relaxing, letting my brain balance back out, let it chill out, give my body a day or two of great recovery before I hit another muscle group. And before I hit it hard, sometimes I'll come in and just do like active recovery and doing stretches and a little bit of light lifting and stuff, which is fine. I think that's totally fine. It keeps you tuned up and ready to go. I like that a lot. But yeah, balance is key. If you don't stay balanced, you're going to be over here 1 minute and over here the next minute and then over here and then over here. You're not going to know exactly which thing to do. So I suggest just write it down on a pad of paper, old school pad, just write it down and kind of stick to that routine, stick to that balance. And that way you'll know where you came from, where you set your goals and where you started. And as you journal it out, what you've been doing and things like that, you can go and look back and see if there's any inconsistencies or anything that you need to change up, which is really cool. But I'm going to get with this back pump before I lose it. I'm going to do a little flex wheeler here. I wish. My right trap is a little tight up there. Boy, sometimes it's just hard to flex the back. I don't know if any of you have any great pointers, but yeah, I like it. I don't know about the lighting situation here. I'm trying to find the best lighting methods that will work. But just learning as I go, as we all are. So I hope you have a really good day. Post below what your workout is today and some of your goals. It'd be good to start tracking them. There's so many apps, there's so many things, but I just like to take it old school. You get a spiral notebook, a little pencil, and just start writing stuff down. It's really good for you. It's good for your mind. It's good for a little bit of everything. And I'm going to go hop in the car and I'll chat with you in a bit. Back in the car from the gym, the locker room. It was a great workout. Hit that back workout. It was awesome. I'm going to have a few little clips in there, obviously, like I always do, which is always fun. I don't want to bore you with tons of workout stuff, especially not a lot of people like to watch people work out. So it's not that fun to watch people all the time. Now, unless you're watching like Arnold or C Bum or Lee Priest or any of these other guys, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, yeah, that's fun to watch. Those are so fun to watch. But anyways, talking about life balance, there are 5 things that I stand on in the thought of life balance to keep my life balanced. And I do a pretty good job of keeping it balanced these days. It's taken a lot of practice. So don't be too hard on yourself if you have a erratic life. It's just part of the process of getting better at it. So the 5 things that I really focus on, and I wrote them down here in my book. It's burnout prevention. You got to have balance so you don't burn out. You got to have balance. The number 2 thing is for mental clarity. And the number 3 thing is identity resilience, to where if you have too many irons in the fire, you're not going to know what direction you're going. You're not going to know what you stand for. Health and longevity is number 4. You got to have balance, nutrition, health, spiritual health, all of it, to where you'll have health and longevity. The last thing is the one I want to really hit on. Relationships. Have to have balance in relationships. It's supposed to be 100% in every relationship that you have. If it's not that way, you need to do some checks and balances on that relationship, whether it's with a friend, brother, sister, spouse, mom, dad, kids, doesn't matter. If they're not giving and you're the one giving non-stop, you may need to have a sit down talk about that, because that will burn your ass smooth out. The one biggest drain in this life, in my eyes, is people. Because in our society, I know where I live, in our culture, people want. They want to take, they want it for themselves, and they want it for them. And that's all that matters. And it took me some really hard lessons to learn that that's just the way it is. And you have to be very, very selective on who you let in your circle. And therefore, if you don't have relationships that are balanced, you're not going to have health and longevity. There's no possible way. Your cortisol is going to be through the roof. Your identity, you're not going to know what you stand for, and then that bounces off and shows you're not going to know your boundaries. You're not going to know where, hey, you need to stay out of my boundary zone here. This is what I stand for. The mental clarity. I don't know about you guys, but relationships can make you kind of funky in the head, man. I tell you what, people can drive you crazy. And been there, done that, not doing that again. And burnout prevention, which is the last one. Or the first one. In a relationship, if you're giving and giving and giving nonstop, you are eventually going to burn out. I've learned that the hard way. And I just want to encourage that today is just do some checks and balances in your life. And if you're already rocking and rolling, don't even listen to me. Just kick it off. But if you need a little bit of help, hey, there you go. There's a little bit of a plan. What's really sad is a lot of people go through their life, and I see it in people that I love, that don't have checks and balances in their life. They don't have checkpoints to make sure that their mental health is good, or their physical health is good, nutrition health, relationship health, all this stuff. And they run themselves ragged. And it's sad to see that, because there's some great people out there that just are too hard on themselves. So take it easy on yourself this week. Enjoy your life, enjoy your workouts, enjoy your relationships. When it becomes unenjoyable, that's a pretty good identification that something needs to be looked at. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week, and I hope you carb up, fuel up, eat your protein, get some rest, watch a cool movie, and say hi to me. See ya.